These are the dominant chords that come from the whole tone scale on the 2, 3, 5, 6 string family on E flat. And we'll start with a basic E flat 7, E flat, B flat, G, and D flat. And if we raise and lower the fifth, we have the basic resolution. So either one of those emanates from the whole tone scale, obviously. So, and of course, they move. So they're movable in a whole tone cycle. Also, with a chord that has a lowered fifth, and so either one with a lowered or raised fifth, they can be moved with other voices moving. For example, on the top voice, if we make a lowered fifth, E flat, A, G, and C sharp or D flat, we move that to B, and we have another formation that we can resolve. In that case, is B flat. We can jump off at any point really with these chords. They can resolve, in either direction, lower or higher, obviously by step. So either of those. Now with the fifth being lowered, we can also move other aspects. So we can move this E flat to F, and again resolve to the B flat. Okay, so and then we can move the top voice like this. So if we choose E flat, A, G, and B, we can move the rest of it to produce that chord instead of the bass note. It becomes E flat, G, F, and A. And we can move the top voice to B or C sharp. Resolving to A flat in this case, or A flat minor. So that is a very, very common and very usable voicing. Okay. Other possibilities, of which there are many. The top voice in a chord with the sharp 5 can move all the way down a major third. So this can move from C sharp to A. And that gives us a nice resolution. So this, we have a moving sixth. So we have F, C sharp, A, and B. This goes down a third and this goes down a step. So it becomes F, A, G, and E. So we have some good inner voice motion. If we combine that with the others, we have some interesting forms. Very nice dominant substitutes that are physically pretty easy to play. Same thing with the top voice moving by thirds, and that can go, either way. There, it's resolving to an F sharp. Some other options with a chord like that too in this chord family are just simply to move the inner voice, in this case a tenor voice, really moving that A string tenor voice. In terms of cycles, it doesn't have to just be whole tone cycle. We can move it by a diminished cycle, for instance, the octatonic scale. So we can that's fine too. So we can move it by alternating half and whole tones. Also, additionally, when we go back to the E flat 7, We also have, I mean, there are many possibilities here, but we had this as a major chord before, this E flat, A, F, and G, but in fact it's a whole tone. It has that whole tone sound to it too. And we can hear that it has that. It has a whole tone type sound. And then combined with others. Have a flat 5 chord as well. So we have this E flat, A, F, and B. Again, moving by a major third, we can get this. But it can collapse at any point like that and be a resolution. So we can alternate forms. So this can alternate with this one. And we get a little contrary motion as well in there. So the chord goes down and the melody goes up, of course. Okay. Other possibilities, I mean, of which there are many, is using alternate forms. We've already gone over this form, the E flat, A, G, and B, and we've already gone over this form, which is E flat, G, F, and A. And what we can do is alternate these. So we have notes outside, we do a chromatic scale, but those are whole tone voicings alternating, and they're very easy to play. So this is E flat, G, F, and A, collapsing into D, the other whole tone scale, D, A flat, G flat, and B flat. We can see that's the other formation. So, and I jumped off in an A minor there, but, you know. And I alternated. I did the diminished cycle, and then I did the chromatic. That goes to the G flat and to the F. So many of these forms are very easy to play. Upper voices can move, inner voices can move, sixth intervals. There are many different possibilities. So that will give you some idea as to what possibilities are open for the whole tone scale dominant chord sound in the 2, 3, 5, 6 string family on E flat.